All right, welcome back to another live. Brian Baker here at Brian Baker Guitar Studio at 26 Pettingale Road at KV Oasis Youth Center on our YouTube channel. So what I want to do today, just have a few minutes. I had a question about the kind of picks that I use. I'm going to play a Jerry Reed tune, and we're going to talk about 3 different ways to make one of the toughest chords for beginners is the F chord. So I think we'll start here with Jerry Reed. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. We'll be coming back with lots. Nice day outside here in Quispam. Snow is starting to melt. All right. So I like to play a tune now called Swingin' 69 by Jerry Reed to get warmed up. And then we're going to talk about picks in the F chord. Here we go. Oops. I'll do the bridge again to see if I can redeem myself. There you go. Made it. Sun, Swingin' 69 by Jerry Reed. Very fun tune to play. It's a little wild, isn't it? I found that one was a tough one to figure out, and as you can see there, I kind of stumbled through the bridge the first time through, but we came back around and tried to redeem ourselves. Lots of fun picking Jerry Reed tunes. I like playing that one, and what's the other one that we play a lot of? The name of that one right now, and there's Jerry's Breakdown. Anyway, some Jerry Reed picking to get warmed up. Let's talk about picks. Now, I had a question the other day on the channel on one of the videos we were doing the other night, and someone asked, do you use a thumb pick exclusively all the time? And yes, I do. I use a thumb pick all the time, pretty much all the time. I mean, sometimes if I'm jamming with friends or something, someone might just pass me a flat pick and I'll use it. But for the most part, I tend to always used to like to wear a thumb pick. I find that because I do a lot of finger style work, like as you can see in like Swingin' 69 or Chet Atkins music, classical guitar, I've spent a long time training myself to get used to a thumb pick, and I've just kind of carried it into all the other styles that I play, where I play blues or rock, like if I did a riff like, I just hold my thumb pick like a pick. And then if I was playing something that was maybe more country with more double stops, that kind of a lick, or I always found that those licks were easier for me because I was used to playing with a thumb pick from the other stuff. By like Chet example that I already played, that I just kind of adapted the thumb pick and used my thumb and my index and middle finger. I found that to be a lot easier than holding a flat pick and using my middle finger and my ring finger. So I just always used the thumb pick for everything. I found that some thumb picks are too big, and they're too weird shaped, so sometimes you might want to take a file and file them down. Some of them are really hard to strum with, and they're so thick and big that you get stuck in your strings and fetched up. This one that I'm using today is called a Black Mountain thumb pick. I have no affiliation with Black Mountain picks. This is a pick that my friend Rick, who plays banjo with me, turned me on to them. They're a great little pick. They're like a Jim Dunlop 1mm pick attached to this spring-loaded band that goes around your thumb. And because they're shaped just like a pick, I find them super easy to use for strumming or picking, hybrid picking, fingerstyle music. It works great for me. It's definitely worth a try if you're a fingerstyle guitar student or picker and you want to switch to a new pick to try them out. Other than these style of ones, I always use Fred Kelly thumb picks, and they're great for fingerstyle. For those kind of picks, they're a little bit more on the pointy side, so you have to, if you're going to strum your guitar while you're playing, you have to kind of, adjust and adapt so that you don't break strings or get your pick touched up in there too much. But you can do it if you want to use a thumb pick all the time. There's lots of players that use thumb picks all the time. Chet Atkins uses a thumb pick all the time. I think Steve Warner uses a thumb pick all the time. You see it a lot in country music. If you like folk singers and that, like John Prine and those types of players, they would also use thumb picks, or maybe no pick at all. But anyway, that's my story on the thumb pick. What I want to talk about next is the F chord. So a lot of students are learning the F chord, and you get to the F chord, and it's a hard one to learn. It's almost like when you start learning C chord. You find C chord, and you find your fingers are more spread out. It's using 3 fingers as opposed to like an E minor chord where you're learning with 2 fingers, or an A maybe with 2 fingers, or even D chord with 3, but they're all, everything's closer. So it's a little bit easier. Then you get into C, your fingers are spreading out across the neck more, so you have to bring your thumb down in the back and adjust things a little bit to make C work. So I just want to talk about F. So there's 3 ways that we teach an F chord here at our school. The first way is if you have C like this, just to take your middle finger and your 3rd finger, okay, and you just move them each down 1. Okay, and that gives you an F chord. Now, technically, this is called an F major 7 chord if you let your E string on the bottom ring out. But it's fine. You could play a song with F, like say you played Night Moves. G, F, and then C, F. Okay, F major 7. The song calls for an F. So to make a true F major chord, what you want to do next after you feel comfortable with this one is you want to try to bar these two strings down here on the 1st fret, and then put the other 2 fingers back. And some things you can do there, you can move your thumb down lower in the back of the neck. Seems to help a little bit with that. And you want your finger to kind of bend in this knuckle here. Okay, that's where you want it to bend. Now, a couple tricks here. When I learned this chord, I found that I was able to push down right in between the 2 strings, and my finger was big enough to fit in there. But some students are not. Some people have to bar. Some people can just go right on top. Some people go way off to the side like that, and that works. Some people go like that or like that. So there's just a little bit of a, I hate to say it, a little bit of messing around or friggin' that you have to do to kind of get this one. So you can kind of do it that way, off to the side, straight up. We try all kinds of different techniques to get one that works. Now the next thing is to learn the full-on bar chord. And now this is a much more advanced style of F chord that you might learn. So you take your finger and you put it right across the fret. Now when you're doing bar chords, it's real important to get your finger right over the middle of the actual fret. These are the frets, not the spaces in between. The frets are here. So you want to go right over the 1st fret itself. This is what I do, and I like to lean my finger back like that. So I'm actually pushing with the back side of my finger, and then I'm making an E shape, which is becomes the first chord in my caged system. So that's E shape, F chord. Okay, so that gives you 3 ways to make an F chord. So hopefully this tip helps. You could also go like this. You could also go here and bar 2 here, and then put your thumb over the top. Then you're getting the same ones that you had doing like that. That's a real nice way to play F. Once you start feeling more comfortable about everything. So that is our talk for today. We talked about Jerry Reed licks, why I always use the thumb pick, and 4 ways now to make an F chord. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Maybe I will play a little bit of Chet Atkins to send us out. All right. Thanks, everybody. All right. See everybody next time. That was a lot of fun. What do we got? Almost 12 minutes. My new record. I was down to 5. We're building up to a little bit longer lives now. Okay, so happy playing, everybody. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks.